I think it's what's so great about the show is that you get to see Ciri and Yennefer's stories independent of Geralt's, and I think that's going to be really important for audiences to be able to really get to know how those characters became who they were and get to know their origins and their stories, and it not be that their stories are aiding a man's or Geralt's character, that they have their own, that everyone gets to see who they are.
Yeah, and also there are so many people form a person, and help them to grow, and that is why we need everyone in this to show both Geralt's, Yennefer's and Ciri's journey. I think, just to reiterate what Freya said, Andrew wrote such strong characters, and a lot of them were women, and it's taken a team of, Lauren, who wanted to develop the women characters, especially Yennefer and Ciri, incredible writers in the writers' room to see the potential for these characters and just bring out those strong attributes. And a lot of them are women, so it's very, very exciting to play such a well-rounded character.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not even necessarily about them being strong women, it's just that they are strong characters altogether. There's strong characters throughout the show, whether they're men or women, and that's what's so great for us and refreshing for us, is to get to play characters that are three-dimensional, real human beings.
I think Freya's best at that. She's watched it.
I mean, so I've watched Game of Thrones. I loved Game of Thrones, but and I think it's very understandable why it's being compared, because Game of Thrones just ended, we're just starting up, and they're both fantasy genre, but ultimately that's it. They're both fantasy, but it's a completely different story, and so that'll be the main difference, is that it's a completely different show. I think it's visually fantastic. It's so vibrant, and there's so many different places that you get to see through the eyes of these characters, and I think that's gonna keep things, one of the things that's going to keep things really exciting. But also you have those fantastic moments where you'll be on the edge of your seat, where there's a brilliant fight scene, and then you also have these really crucial moments of stillness with characters, which is needed, because otherwise I think it loses the whole heart of a show if you don't have those moments of silence and stillness with a character. So you get the perfect mixture of both.
For me, the locations, the way it's shot is, wow, we went to some amazing places, didn't we? And especially in shooting in Canary Islands, a lot of the shots are real. So it would have to be the way it looks, and how, like Freya said, how vibrant it is. That was probably my favourite part, because it was new and exciting, and I would get to go to some incredible locations, and we shot one of my favourite scenes for Yennefer in Canary Islands, and that was on a beach, and it was sunset, and it was just me with a crew that I know and adore, and I'd been working with for ages, and we were all together, we were having a laugh, but also needed to get a certain shot before the sun went down, and it really was magic.
I'm trying to think. I mean, my favourite time when filming was filming episode 1, just because I was surrounded by such brilliant actors and people, and we really all became like a team, and it was just like every day was fun on set, and that was kind of the only time I was part of a big group, because most of my other scenes then after that were kind of either on my own or very briefly with other people. So it was really nice every day coming in and just having that camaraderie and sitting in the makeup trailer, and everyone was always like, there was always such a good mood, and so that was definitely my favourite time filming, and there were definitely many funny moments, but probably not appropriate.
I don't know, I think what's lovely about this is that I didn't know anything about The Witcher before I auditioned. So I really have grown with the project, and I'm still growing, because we haven't really had a break from, when we finished, there was still that huge hype around it, and we've been on that wave since and haven't stopped. And so it's kind of been moment to moment. So and the people around us have got an amazing team taking us through this press tour as well to, you know, make sure we do take it moment to moment. And, you know, the launch, the premiere in London is in a few days, and that will be exciting, but I can't think about it now because we're doing this, and I think whatever comes after The Witcher, we'll take it, you know, we'll take it in our stride. You know, season 2's been greenlit, and that's very exciting. So the work starts again very soon. So hopefully we won't be caught up in the buzz after it's out.
Yeah, like a lot of people say to me that, a lot of friends say, you know, or family members say you're gonna get noticed in the street, and I haven't thought about it at all, because I just feel totally like I don't feel any different. You know, I've grown a lot and I'm learning a lot, but I feel very much you know, totally normal. So I'm not really thinking about that, and I don't think it will change in any way who I am anyway. So it's not something I've really thought too much about.